Greetings JavaViewers and welcome to another Minecraft Modding for Beginners tutorial. In this tutorial we are at part 3 I think of making our own custom mob. Now today we're going to be looking at making our entity file and probably also a render file. So let's just get started. So first of all what we want to do is we're going to make a new package. So we're just going to new package and call it JavaBuckets. Just like that. .mods. .modium and .entities. I believe we do not have that already. Nope. Alright. Next up, let's create our entity file which we declared in our public void load method. And we called ours entity modium monster. So entity modium monster. Hit finish and there you go. So first of all, what we want to do is this class should extend entity animal. So entity animal, import that, and make your constructor. So public entity modium monster, brackets, and I believe we need a world in here. So power1 world, import that. And yeah, alright, first of all we want to have our super, so power1 world. Next up we need a size of it, which is basically whenever you hit it with your hand or weapon or whatever, will it hit it between the height and the length. So we're just gonna go ahead and put 1F in both of them, and then we're going to change that afterwards. Now actually this is a kind of small model, so I'm guessing around 0.3 to 0.3, yeah. So put this at the beginning, and we're going to change these while we go on with the mob in game. Alright, next I want to have a navigator in here, which makes it a void border. So you do this dot get navi, no wait, I misspelled that. This dot get navigator dot set avoids water, and let's make this true, so it avoids the border. Next up we're gonna have some AI tasks. AI stands for artificial intelligence, so we can basically tell them about what to do in the game, like make it walk around, make it look at the player, and make it attack certain entities like pigs and cows and whatever you want to make it attack. So the first entity that we want to add is I guess wonder, which makes it walk around in the world. So you do this tasks.add task. First you want to have the idea of it. Now you basically just start from 0 and go up. So this is our AI number 1, which is called 0 here, and we do new entity AI wonder, and put up some brackets, and in those we do this comma, I guess we could put 0.4f. so this is the speed of it walking around. Import entity AI wonder. Next up we want to make it watch the player when it walks around, so we do this tasks add task, put 1, and here at our entity AI we put new entity AI watch closest. This comma, we're gonna make it watch the player, so we do entity player dot class comma, this is the range of it looking at you, so we're going to put 6.0f. Import entity AI watch closest. Next up we're going to have it look idle. I'm not going to be explaining this, but we're going to add this to every single entity mob we make. It's just a basic thing, I guess. It's called new entity AI look idle, and you just put brackets and you put this and import it. Oh wait, import. There we go. Alright, next up, we're gonna have some methods in here. So the first one we're gonna use is the public boolean. Boolean means it could be true or false. So we're gonna be making this method, which is called is AI enabled, which basically means all these AIs we just coded, should they be enabled for the mob? And well, we kind of want that, so we want to put in return. And as I said, a boolean can be true or false, so we're gonna put true. Next up, we're gonna have a protected void, and this protected void will be a method called update AI tasks. So update AI tasks. I'm not gonna be explaining this one, but yeah, just put in whatever I put in now. So super dot update AI tasks, just like that. All right. Next up is one that you usually have in your mobs, which is the public int get max health, which basically puts up the max health for the mob, which means the health when it spawns. So get max health, no parameters in there, and you put some curly brackets, and you return, since this is an integer, we want to return a number. So we're gonna be returning in, since this is a small mob, I want to have it low health points. So 10, which means 5 hearts. So it's really not that strong. Next up, we want to have another protected void. Let's just copy that, 'cause it makes it a little more simple. And this one is called entity init, which stands for initialization. Open up some curly brackets. Put in super dot entity init, and put this dot, I think it's called, yeah, data watcher dot add object, an integer. Let's put 16, and in the actual object we put byte dot value dot I keep misspelling that, value of byte, and out of that bracket here put 0, so like this, and put another one there. You can just pause the video and have a look at this line, because it's a bit messed up. Actually wait, no, like this. Makes it look a little bit less messed up. Alright, next up is the sounds for the mob. So the first one we're going to be adding is I think these are protected actually. So protected string get living sound, just like that, and put in return. And since this is a string, we're gonna put in some text. Now we're not gonna put anything in this for now, because in the next tutorial we're gonna be looking at custom sounds, so you can just comment this out. I'm not gonna put the other sounds right now. There's also one called protected string get hurt sound and protected string get death sound, which gets the hurt sound when it gets hurt and the death sound when it gets killed. Alright, next up we're gonna have a public boolean. Boolean, again true or false. This one is called interact. It has a couple of actually only has one parameter, which is entity player. Paw1 entity player, and you want to do return false. Alright, next up is the protected void fall, which makes it whenever it falls to the ground, there's fall damage on it. Should it actually get hurt, or should nothing just happen? We're gonna make it so it loses health depending on the height. So you do super dot fall, and you put paw1 in there because that's what we call our float. Alright, next up is something that I'm just gonna be copying because you don't really need this, but it has to be in your entity file anyway. So this is from my R2D2. First you have your public entity, whatever your entity file is called. So this is entity modium monster. Oh yeah, I had caps on there. Fail. Modium monster. Entity ageable. Copy this, paste it there. Alright, just like that. You really don't need these to be looking at them. This is for spawning the animal. Now I don't think this will actually work, and also this one, but let's see if it actually works in game when we get to that. Alright, next up is actually I'm just gonna look how long this video is for a sec, so be right back. Alright, the video is about 10 minutes, so I'm just gonna quit this video now. I'll see you guys in the next part where we'll wait, I just failed there, didn't I? Where we will be looking at our render file and all that good stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. JavaViewers and welcome to the Minecraft modding video. This is part 4 of the mob part 2. This time we're going to be looking at making our render file. So let's get started. First of all, as we did in all the other parts, we're going to be packaging this one. It's going to be JavaViewers, but not just